Hello, dear World Trade Center. There are a number of people from Weathersfield, Connecticut, interbranch recorded with the executive branch recorded individually grouped and together criminally acting through time, having criminally acted through time, pretending to record things into databases, acting with a fake sides of people. In other words, the courts have been influencing through criminal foreign influences and through their roles with this through administrations like sexual circles with the DMV, the Department of Transportation, the Department of Motor Vehicles, those locations. Weathersfield, Millwoods Park is recorded, confessed, and demonstrated involved with racketeering, interbranch, intercities, and worse than interstates. Now these are military families, people associated with an Oliveri family all along the route that goes by the state judicial branch offices on and off them, with WFSB involved with racketeering through time with people associated with that location with them and other media. People on and off Fox Connecticut News, racketeering roles with tremendous police and with some judges, female judges included, with child sex offenders crimes, with their interbranch drug clicks, also with fake news, fake conversations, attach me to fake locations, attach little kids to fake locations. They did that to me when I was a kid. Attach me to fake locations, fake conversations with others because they had those people acting where they're pretending to record things the whole time. Now these are people with my new and past neighbors. I don't know their names. My new neighbors. They have the new and past neighbors involve a whole bunch of real estate agencies with racketeering, with judges, with people right through administrations. An officer with the name Hunter, and others with judges involved racketeering with former director of the FBI, his lawyer, CIA, their family members involved with racketeering with other nations. A Scalora family also recorded, confessed, and demonstrated is involved with one of the houses in my area who came in in other words, with extended family members behind my back, pretend to they know me because the kid was in my grave and is my neighbor. Now, see, they're presenting illusions to whole family members. They have them in racketeering. This is tied to a method that's Crime Max method uses of each of the campuses I went to, tied to these houses involved with the racketeering leading up to and in the trade center context. So you have a Kerr family, you have a Eric Jensen, you have a whole bunch of Mike Roberts, a Ray Reynolds, people involved with a Pandolph family, with racketeering on and off Trinity College, on and off CCSU, racketeering intercultural, and how that's related to their roles with Justice Department racketeering, and racketeering roles with on and off the state prison offices, on and off the state judicial branch offices, as people with racketeering roles and uses of Millwoods Park through time, and their roles with the media playing softball together, and their roles pretending to be about positive as and not realizing it's criminal insidious nature positive, and their roles. CNN's were even recorded, confessed, and demonstrated racketeering roles with the state of Connecticut private interbranch and others. Now these are roles racketeering with Russian families, recorded forging names, switching names, drug racketeering, formal and informal, with the interbranch drug clicks, faking, stealing my identity, attaching little kids to fake locations, spreading lies through their kids because they already had to hide how they had fake conversations, roles racketeering with the CM Faglione family, people lying to my family behind my back, pretending they had communications with me and I had communications with them that never were, and out of sequence where they have whole groups involved with sequence racketeering. Now there are a whole bunch of people on and off Two Rod Highway, on and off the streets next to it, like that, associated with Hangdog Lane, associated with this CM Faglione family, recorded, confessed, and demonstrated with the other people like O'Brien family, also recorded, confessed, and demonstrated racketeering roles with various natures of departments at CCSU with them involved criminally. Now, these are also involved people on off the state, on off the Samuel Dix House area and corner, involved with them racketeering, foreign and domestic, with Russians and Americans, also as ones involved with on off Fox Connecticut News. And they have the acting department, the English department. They have other departments at CCSU and at Trinity College recorded, confessed, and demonstrated involved with drugs, racketeering, and identity racketeering thefts with people all along Church Street in Old Weathersfield and the house at the corner of that. Also with doctors, male and female, involved crimes with child sex offenders further. Other natures of crimes with them too. Drug crimes, formal and informal. Whole misprision groups. They're using wire crime methods. You can't get anyone to speak with on the phone. And they're forging names and switching names into branch. So we have to have the names of them because these are retired and standing involved with you criminally. Also with further recorded confessed criminal uses of Saudi families associated with West Farms Mall with a whole bunch of people involved. Also with the Walters family, recorded, confessed, and demonstrated with racketeering with people all along Maple Street. There's a guy named, it looked like a guy named Parker English, who's one of the guys recorded, confessed, and demonstrated involved racketeering acts and roles with Trinity, with CCSU. Now, this is right through the Obama administration, and this is recorded racketeering roles and uses of the networks and of their role, their narratives with theater regarding theater comedy. Oh, but it's the job. Originally, still you can't defend that. It's all right, you have opinion, but now you're in the way of what needs to report sequence shifts, what needs to report whole crime methods with the Trade Center attack and with the Trade Center clicks. These are also recorded, confessed, and demonstrated criminal uses. I never had a conversation with him in my life, Dan Keene. And his father and family is recorded and confessed by their neighbors. They don't even know they're victims being used further as weapons by what used them, like with this Hanson family, sexual circles, with these people that, in other words, they're lying to you. They're using drugs too, because then they're keeping everyone speaking through others, and they're using that criminally. Then these people then these men want, girls and boys and men and women want to pretend they have integrity when they're making opinion about things, but they can't speak. They show all they left out. Now, so there's a there's a knowingly or unknowingly. There's a guy who has there's a house that has some lights on it. It's not even Christmas. He's got lights out. So if someone took a picture of that house now, it would look like out of season. It would look like a different season. On if you see them, say, oh, some, because these are people that are putting a crime you recorded using crime methods where the courts are already criminally involved with the areas, criminal uses of the area, with the executive branch pretending to film things. Now these are with two Mendes police also recorded, confessed, and demonstrated. I never saw them, never hung around with them. Janito Mendez attached me to fake conversation with him, fake recorded things by police. He did that with the principal sex offenders campus clique involved with houses in my area, recorded, confessed, and demonstrated with their extended family members involved with racketeering with the kids through time with them. These are also people involved with racketeering with the policing of and with positions with and as the people running drugstores, stuff like that, the policing of them, their family members, Weathersfield police chiefs, extended family, and his daughter is recorded, confessed, and demonstrated involved with racketeering with them all along that route that goes by the state judicial branch office, starting where it starts, right where the Oliveri house is. I don't know if they still have that house. And then the Weathersfield Pizza, recorded, confessed, and demonstrated their family, their extended families involved with racketeering with this people on off that state judicial branch offices, and all the way up. You go up that route further, their criminal uses of along that route with Joe DeMauro, Heather Hansen, Mike Kerr, Erica Donahue. I never had a conversation with her in my life. Then she's tied to like a Sardelli, and there's another girl. Not I'm not saying and making any opinions about the girls. I'm trying to say, or anyone. I'm trying out of see, because they're trying to pretend that people are mean or rude or something like that, and they're trying to pretend that they have courage they don't have. That's why they're coward to even do anything but act their entire lives, and that's what led up to their roles with the Trade Center with other nations. A whole bunch of people associated with uses of a guy with dead too, from associated with the mail department, with mail people. Uses, they're using the sensibilities of religious spots. There's a whole bunch of people tied to a Justin Klavinskis, also involved with this racketeering, as the ones involved with the corner of Samuel Dick's house criminally with the Russians, foreign and domestic, racketeering with their roles with other campuses, drug cliques with them criminally involved, with pretending things recorded, criminal uses of CCSU for identity thefts, criminal crime acts roles with people at Trinity College from off the campuses, maintained on off the campuses, criminal uses of it. Crime roles with my new and past neighbors, extended family members too, with people on off Trinity College, involved with pilots and stuff like that. Policing and stuff like that. Also, people associated with Yale College, associated with a Spada family, a Delafair family, involved with racketeering with just the Moral Kerr clique, identity theft cliques. They had a whole bunch of boyfriends at once. The Spada girl that's also involved with Officer Chris White, and I don't know how many of them have that. The whole family of like police families and stuff like that, with retired and standing police chiefs in my town, associated with retired and standing longtime police forms, a retired police chief with Fox Connecticut News involved with racketeering with them. They're being coached to what to say to hide a whole bunch of stacked natures of crime acts. I'm being worse than extorted with any kind of nature of industry I want to go into, because they're using their uses of the identity of the ground. They're already using their uses of database racketeering. They have faked New Britain Superior Court, the World Trade Center is recorded, confessed, involved with people with fake identity, with stole my identity with WFSB, using the pictures from that to make fake Facebook pages, fake YouTube pages. These are also people involved with racketeering acts, roles with mail crimes, war crimes, and then with rape threats, with uses of the New Britain Superior Court Facebook page. Also recorded, confessed, and demonstrated women, judges, state's attorneys' roles, forging names, switching sequence, uses of victims' advocates to prevent free speech when they're forcing abuses of little boys and girls, them attached to fake locations, fake relationships to others through time. And then they use the off campuses needs for people to hide life progressions, needs for the interbranch already needs to cover lies, needs to keep each age a fact sheet, nature hurt offensively. They're raised like criminal enterprises. Real sick. Now they have Snoop Dogg, recorded, confessed, and demonstrated, involved with some intercultural cliques with prisons and with military, and where they just agree to disagree. They're fucking criminally foreign influence delusions raw originally and still. Hartford never had any fucking, excuse my language. I can't get a response. I'm not going to do. Snoop Dogg's not going to respond. If he would respond, we would all be free, because I need someone to respond for the college, because they're being coached from off the campuses. And then they're forging names, switching names. The guy dies because he wants to lock in what they pretended. Like a Hugh Ogden, recorded, confessed, and demonstrated, involved racketeering also with people associated uses of a girl who repeated that she's associated with New Mexico. Now, these are people also with the people associated with the on the border place with some foreign and domestic roles with cliques with like nursing that are involved with racketeering, that also had roles with racketeering uses of DACA. As for what the racket as roles with that racketeering method originally and still against our founders and us, and they have that our founders forced words glorified. They wanted us to demonstrate how those words were forced. and the method that is actually recorded then and now, how they maintain its self-value. So everyone wants to have opinions. WFSB is making up things. They're stealing. They're forcing sustained abuses of kids. They have their own family members. They have an Irene O'Connor, and have a guy who is dead named O'Connor, and have other people with the name O'Connor further recorded, confessed, and demonstrated involved racketeering with the shared policing of each nature of campus, each intercities, as which is part of the problem with the on-off campuses. And now this is also vertical and horizontal database racketeering. Horizontal because of their recorded crime methods that show that they're consciously aware that what they do with databases keeps everyone needing to hide lie progressions. They're building polarity natures between people in relationship to who they need to keep. They keep everyone stupid. Now, this is databases racketeering. Roles also recorded, confessed, and demonstrated with a whole bunch of women who only know me because others spoke to them. And then they showed them an illusion with some of them. That in other words, others I never was in a location with them. Like a Alcin Mulcahy. I don't know her sister's name, and her mother, and like whatever boyfriends of hers and her and them. They're involved with racketeering with New Britain Superior Court, with Trinity College, with a whole bunch of people, and with a Mayano family, a Rick C.M. Faglione, a Brian Silver, a Brendan Leahy. Their own colleagues recorded, confessed, and demonstrated this, but they're still not charged for that. And that was their roles worse than what the principal sex offender was put in for prison for when they forced it by attaching me to fake recorded things, fake words. They're still hiding. I called the report Crime Acts recorded. I didn't even get to the extent of it yet. And they're forcing them when they're forced to by the police chief's criminal uses of his daughter. This is simultaneously with the judicial branch also using their kids criminally with the principal sex offenders campus. Also, as people further criminally involved with WTNH, WFSB, and Double Fox Connecticut News with racketeering with drug clicks on and off the middle school and high school further through time. As people also pretending it's just legitimate, their roles with FBI and CIA recorded their family members also involved with identity theft, racketeering, fake conversations ties to me, and uses pretended onto Facebook categorically because they need to hide things, lie progressions. This is in a state stream. They're not letting me calmly report things that others ask me to report from since before the Trade Center attack, in the context, and since before a 2006 case, in that context, and since it. Let's go, WFSB. Fix the fake news. Admit to your crime. These are your recorded racketeering roles with Russians. They're racketeering roles and uses of whole routes like that, and people on Church Street recorded involved with the racketeering, with that house at the corner of it, and with the Hanson family, with the Brown family, and with other houses on that street I don't know the names of, recorded, confessed, and demonstrated criminally involved. And all along that route, all the way, like right past Town Line, right past Old Town Cafe, which is distinct from Town Line Road, which are the same people involved with the two mobile gas stations. There's a Ken that didn't deny, and he basically confirmed he's racketeering roles with some agencies and foreign and domestic involved racketeering with a trade center, with a Chris Walters, with this Kerr family, with this DeMorrow family, and with the houses in my area involved with them with racketeering. Further, with child sex offenders, medical offenders, and interbranch racketeering clicks, drug clicks, faking recorded things into databases. Further, with a whole bunch of people on off Fox Connecticut News. The buildings next to them involve racketeering, medical databases racketeering. Everything. The pilots. They have Names racketeering. Pick one name in sequence. They already pretended. They use every means to do things criminal, to hide criminality that they did. Now they're stuck. Have them pick one name in sequence into branch, because they know they can force people to them criminally. And then they know once they're there, they're recorded, confessed, and demonstrated to meet a whole bunch of people. They're going to attack you. They make confessions to you. They hide what you actually say. They attach you to fake things. There are roles with these Mendez police, retired and standing. A whole bunch of people involved racketeering with them from my area. I never had anything to do with them. I don't even know where they live yet. Get a response. Come on, Fox Connecticut News, let's go. We have also a whole bunch of people with this Dillon family recorded, confessed, and demonstrated racketeering with this Fianza family. Again, on and off the state judicial branch offices, and with whatever you have with those foreign and domestic, with the downtown Hartford and New Haven with these cliques, as the ones further involved with the courts criminally, and with Park Street, with that Lena's Pizza Place, as the people further criminally with the corners near schools and locate businesses and locations next to schools, recorded, confessed, and demonstrated involved racketeering with these various natures of courts and cops and military, foreign and domestic. Now these are people racketeering with uses of a Soto family, recorded, confessed, and demonstrated by them. I never had a conversation with the Soto family. Whole bunch of state police, interbranch foreign involved with them with the end of the Berlin Turnpike, racketeering, fake conversations with me, WFSB clicks, because they had to hide their racketeering through time with this. Let's get it. Since I was a kid, every year of my life, they're preventing me a means to response on paper. They're recorded, confessed, and demonstrated. They do to everyone. They put to a lot of people. They put a charge, but they put no writing, and they make confessions about how they have falsified police reports and they're faking recorded things in the databases. They're using confessions a whole bunch of different ways. Now, where's this former mayor Gold live? He's also recorded, confessed, and demonstrated with a whole bunch of people with Old Saybrook involved with a Mike Daly and with a Chet Casper involved with racketeering with downtown Hartford right through the Obama administration, and with these people, child sex offenders, and these cliques with criminal uses of the databases, other people's names, sequence shifting, stealing people's identities with the police of and the stewards of Facebook. These are all kinds of, just take their money, Mr. President, if they cost us too much, because these are racketeering roles. Again, with the people involved with the leaders, with the training of these, of Facebook before he was even a business. They were already involved with database racketeering. Now it's worse, and they're hiding. They're lying about what's actually recorded. They are recorded, confessed, and demonstrated, pretending that using the crime method of pretending not to realize that they're making things up with police forms at their branch. Facebook is recorded, confessed, and demonstrated. That's why you have to understand how the judicial branch and their executive branch has long been criminally foreign influence in crime acting roles with Russians. That's recorded. Get them to one name too. What's that Russian lady's name tied to the Leahy family? And let's get these judges in one sequence and into one name. The retired and standing ones, a whole bunch of sick ones before and then with the Judge Killian. He's recorded delusions wrought, criminally foreign influence, involved racketeering with child sex offenders, with rape threats, with wire crime, mail crime clicks, drug crime clicks. He's physical delusions wrought, criminally foreign influence, human factory in nature. He's recorded, confessed, and demonstrated he pretends he's about humanity. He's a sick motherfucker. Let's get demonstrated these sick motherfuckers originally and still. I shouldn't, excuse my language. I shouldn't have to beg for them to fix their forging names, switching names, attaching me and little kids to fake locations. Those judges need to get out of those courts. Those prosecutors need to be out of those courts and or re-educated. Now they also have a Guy Pettit involved with racketeering with training of police forms on off CCSU clicks and people associated with Gail King and with CCSU racketeering and with New Britain Superior Court. They also demonstrated a guy that looks just like him. That might be him, the lawyer, because they have lawyers involved with racketeering with the prosecutors, like a Soulsby, I don't know. I never had a conversation with him. He's apparently a prosecutor. Brian Silver also recorded, confessed, and demonstrated involved with the racketeering with the CM Faglione family, with this Leahy family through time, forging names, switching names, predicate acts, mail crime, wire crime, fake conversations to me. Don't make me beg and get me to say we're starting fights with my new and past neighbors. Also, uh, Officer Jerry Miller recorded, confessed, and demonstrated their roles with racketeering uses of the Witness Protection Program, also directly and indirectly tied to and demonstrated criminally involved uses of the area. We also have a guy named Dow and Gao involved with racketeering on and off houses next to a golf course involved with my name. All train. Now, see, there were houses the media also recorded, demonstrated, confessed. They say other than they're actually recorded, communicated. They have a woman on the other side, lives near, I don't know if they still own that house, probably a Mancini family, and a house near them that was involved and is involved with racketeering with WFSB. These are, again, World Trade Center. Get me a response, because you're further West Farms Mall is a whole bunch of people with racketeering roles with you guys, with child offenders. A Scalora family knows that they were involved with sequence shifts and mail crime, wire crimes, and evidences crimes with judicial branch, executive branch, also with overt criminal enterprises. Now, I don't care what bullet badge they have. They're involved with child sex offenders and fake conversations with me, faking me and little kids to fake locations clicks. Further on off the child sex offenders campus involved with them criminally. People involved with those witch religions with them criminally, especially if they're undercover. Now there are a whole bunch of people with a whole bunch of ways that West Farms Mall is going to be involved with this further. Now, but we ask why, because these are people involved with each of the departments at CCSU Grammarly. Again, with that all that route up to there, the route that goes by the state judicial branch offices too, all the way up it through Rocky Hill and into Cromwell, criminally involved. That place, that gym that's right near the end there, recorded, confessed, and demonstrated involved with Justice Department racketeering, with Sandy Hook, Newtown clicks, involved with the intercities, interstates clicks. That those further with child sex offenders intercities tied to Newtown, Sandy Hook. They hid that from President Obama. You bet your ass. You fucking motherfuckers. Then you're fucking talking. It's all right. You have an opinion, you motherfuckers. Excuse my language. Give me a motherfucking response, you motherfuckers. What's the fucking name of this guy? Fucking Alex Jones, you fake sides motherfucker. Excuse me, I shouldn't take it out on you because I can't take out they're using the fucking you and the fucking fake sides counters of you in collusion, motherfucker. So I have to blame you, motherfucker, because I'm not going to blame those fucking victims. But they're involved with the Soto family, involved over here with child sex offenders, motherfucker. It's fucking with those fucking as the ones fucking involved with Hartford, Connecticut, Weathersfield, Intercity, Newtown, motherfucker. You have some sick motherfuckers with the state police motherfuckers, right through agenda, right through fucking administrations, motherfucker. Who's those motherfuckers watching me in fucking um, Rhode Island, motherfucker? Fucking you, dreaming motherfuckers. You fucking men and women sick motherfuckers. Because you're fucking victim predator motherfuckers. Get the fuck off my name, motherfucker. And get one fucking onto paper, you dumb motherfuckers. You fucking see these fucking streets? They're fucking your side. You don't fucking blame that motherfucker? You motherfuckers. Well, you watch what the fuck you did with the campuses, you motherfucker. We have houses further next to the Webb's house, further involved with the racketeering with federal criminals. with their fucking family members, with the fucking houses in my area, with the motherfuckers connected as the motherfuckers between the schools, motherfucker. Get the fuck down. I'll gather around. Get them to one fucking name, motherfucker.